Hi all, I am Reshma KV, Assistant Professor of Computer Science Department from Jyoti Engineering College. Hi all, here we have to focus on the k-means method, which is the first method in the partition algorithm. We all know that the different categorization of the clustering algorithm is discussed about. The first method is the partitioning method. In the partitioning method, we have the first method, there are two methods, are the k-means and the k-methods. In the first method is the k-mean algorithm. Here, the partitioning method itself is known as a given a database. We have to partition that given database with n tuples into the k partitions or the k clusters. So this is the partitioning algorithm. So depending on that, the first method is the k-means algorithm. K-means itself, we know that the mean value is calculated for the as a center. Okay, so the centroid based technique, k-means algorithm or k-means method is also known as a centroid based method. Centroid, which indicates that the mean value of a particular cluster. So here the given k which indicates the number of clusters we have to indicate it, we have to specify. So here the first method is to partition the object into k non-empty subset. After that, assigning each object to a particular cluster, then we have to calculate the mean value. Then again we have to take another point, then checking the similarity between the cluster points with the cluster seed points or the cluster mean value with the given object. After that, which one is the most similar, that similarity, depending on the similarity measure, we have to assigning that object to a particular cluster. So similarity means we are calculating, how to calculate the similarity means we are calculating the distance. We know that different distance measures have to be studied. The first method is the Euclidean method, second one is the Manhattan distance. Depending on these distance measures, one of the methods, we have to calculate the similarity of the object and the center point. Then the least or the minimum distance measured cluster we should give that object into a particular cluster. So this is the nearest seed point, assigning each object to the cluster with the nearest seed point. After assigning that particular seed point nearest to a particular cluster, we have to recalculate the mean value. Then only the next object have to be checked. Okay, this is the k-means algorithm. So as an algorithm wise, algorithm k-means, the k-means algorithm for partitioning, where each cluster center is represented by the mean value of the object in the cluster. Okay, the k-means algorithm for partitioning, each cluster center is represented by the mean value of the object in the cluster. So the input here given as the D is the data set which containing the n objects, and the k the number of clusters we have to give. Then the output we should get as a set of k clusters, in the k clusters which contains the data objects or the data tuples. The method is arbitrarily choose the k objects from the database as an initial cluster centers. We have to choose some objects, or some objects is considered as the initial center points of the k clusters. After that, assigning each object to a particular cluster to which the object is the most similar. It is based on the mean value of the object in the cluster. Depending upon the mean value as well as the newest object, then the similarity is taken by the using the distance measures. After getting the distance, lowest distance measure value, that object is assigning to a particular cluster. Then update the cluster mean, that is recalculate the mean value of the object for each cluster. Every cluster we have to recalculate the mean value. After that, again we have to take the another object until all the objects have to be taken in the particular data set. After that, we have to repeat these steps. Iterations have to be repeated until there is no change. There is no change in the cluster items. This is the termination condition. Then advantage is it is relatively scalable as well as efficient in the large databases. We have to choose any number or any number of objects are have to be considered in the k-means algorithm. So here the complexity is order of nkt. N indicates the number of objects, K indicates the number of clusters, and T indicates the number of iterations. So this is the advantage. Disadvantages means can apply only when the mean of a cluster is defined. That means we have to specify the value of the clusters. How many clusters have to be required particular partitioning method. User have to be specified that K clusters. Then it is not useful for the categorical data. We should not apply to the categorical data as well as, and it is a sensitive to the noise and the outliers, and they're not applicable for the clusters of the different sizes. It is a large data size is applicable for the K-means algorithm if the cluster or the data object is a different sizes, different variations are there, cannot apply for that. Okay, this is a disadvantage. So we have to apply these K-means algorithm to a categorical data. For that, there are different variations are there. The first variation is the number of clusters and the find an initial clustering is identified by using an hierarchical agglomeratory algorithm. After using this hierarchical agglomeratory algorithm, we have to use an iterative relocation to improve the clustering. So this is the first method. By using this, we have to choose or we have to apply this K-means algorithm for the categorical data also. Then the second method is the K-modes method. K-modes method, which is similar to the K-means method. Instead of the K-mean, we are applying or finding out K-modes algorithm. K-mode means the frequency based method. It is used to update the modes of clusters. Here the K-modes algorithm or K-modes method is used for the can deal with the categorical data also. Then the third method is the K-prototype method, which is the mixture of K-mean and the K-modes method. So with this reason also, the data with the mixture of the numeric as well as the categorical data can be applied in the K-prototype data. The fourth variation is the expectation maximization algorithm. It is assigning each object to a cluster according to a weight. Weight is assigning to every object. So depending upon a weight, we are assigning each object to a particular cluster. It represents that weight represents that the probability of membership. How the object's membership is available in every cluster. The probability of membership is indicating the weight. Depending upon the weight, every object is assigning to a particular cluster. These are the four variations of the K-means algorithm, which is used for the categorical data also. Data with the categorical data also. Okay, this is the K-means algorithm introduction. In the next video, I will explain how the K-means algorithm used for a problem. Okay, thank you.